This is the all-new ALTIS Delta. So it is the baby brother, if you will, to the ALTIS Sigma. What you say we go ahead and get this thing unboxed, take it for a ride. I'm not even gonna lie, that's a good looking bike. That looks real good. Let's go ahead and get these handlebars out of the way. Wow, I love the handlebars and the grip so far. That's really nice. They just look high quality. All right, I'm gonna get this thing put together, then we'll come back and look at the final product. I think this is gonna be cool. Very clean setup, I like it. It looks good. It looks like a traditional dirt bike. If that's what you're looking for, then this is definitely the bike I think that'll scratch that itch. All right, this will be the first ride on the ALTIS Delta. The one thing that I don't like is the short kickstand. I get it, that's like old school traditional dirt bike stuff, but man, it scared the hell out of me the first time I went to set this thing down. Other than that, it's a really good looking bike. It is taller than the RTR, and we'll get those out and put them side by side and talk about the comparison, because I feel like most people are going to want to know the difference between the RTR and this. Wow. Immediately. Wow, this thing is quiet. So currently we are at 16 miles an hour. It's governed. All right, mode 2. Wow. Woo. This thing is touchy. Holy crap. Woo. This thing is extremely touchy. Holy crap. So that was mode 2. Oh yeah, it's definitely got power. Definitely got power. Lots of power. I feel like I need to lower the handlebars down. I love how quiet it is. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. What's my first thoughts of the ALTIS Delta? I absolutely love it, except for two things. One, I don't like how short the kickstand is. That may not bother you guys, but as you can see in the way these bikes sit, this thing leans way, way over, and that's just asking for trouble whenever you're trying to park this thing in something soft. All the weight's already going to be over on it, so I'm probably going to cut and extend this kickstand. That is, if it's ferrous material and I can weld it. If it's aluminum, I'll have to get somebody to weld it for me. What else? There's an issue with power delivery at cruising speeds, somewhere around the 10, 15, 20 mile an hour range, and then you're just kind of cruising. Any blip of the throttle, you see that? Any, and it tries to just jerk and go. That is the exact same problem that the Mototech has with the Coues. I'm going to be upgrading it to 60 volt ETM stuff to give it a smoother throttle control and all that. So far as it stands, nothing that I've ridden comes close to being as smooth throttle wise as the ETM. Maybe ALTIS can do an update. I don't know how we would do it, but it needs some sort of update. It's not as bad as that. That thing will throw you off, but this, you can kind of feel it. So those are the only two things that I dislike. What are some of the things that I like? It is extremely quiet in comparison to an RTR. I don't know what it is about it, but it is way quieter than the RTR for sure. As far as ergonomics, I really like it, but with me being so used to the RTR and the way that it sits, this thing kind of, you feel like you're sitting like way up high, which you are, but it takes a little getting used to. Plus I've been used to supermotos for a while. So the one thing I will caution you guys about is that throttle. It's a little touchy, and I don't see anything in the settings to be able to change that. I've looked through and I don't see anything. Other than that though, it seems to be a great bike. It's fast. It's got a lot of low and mid-range punch. I don't think the speedometer's right. I'll get my phone out and GPS this thing if you guys are interested, and I'll give you an update on it. But as of right now, it feels faster than my RTR, but not by much. But mid-range torque, yeah, it's definitely, it wins there. Look, it doesn't need to run 70 mile an hour. It feels like it runs almost a perfect speed in mode 3. The only other little issue that I will say is mode 1 and mode 2 are such a hard hit whenever it goes to the limiter. Like you're cruising and all of a sudden it just pulls back. Mode 2 is the same way. I think it's 16 mile an hour in mode 1 and like 38 in mode 2, and then mode 3 I didn't hit that limiter, but I think it's somewhere around 62, 65. So it's right in that area. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you like it. It's a beautiful bike, absolutely beautiful, with the colors and the way that it's made. There again, very similar to this little bike right here. I typically do Mustang content, Ford content, so this is a little outside of my wheelhouse, but if you guys are interested, we'll keep posting videos about it.